Okay, now you mentioned that, and from what I could gather in any of the security roles, whether it is manufacturing or the service industry, etc., the need for guarding the assets, perimeter guarding, ingress, egress of employees, vendors, policies, and now this comes across as something which is quite protection oriented, quite security oriented. And now, how would you say, as a senior professional from the industry, to kind of create a balance between protection, security, and an open and productive, welcoming workplace?
Absolutely, Vipul. That's the greatest challenge for any security professional. And unless we have that understanding that ultimately the corporates are not fortress, these are not forts which we have to guard against external enemy. So as a security professional, the first thing we should throw out of the window or door is our fortress mindset. We cannot make our working places seems as forts, like the way banks used to have those iron gates and all. They are so unwelcoming. And no knowledge worker or no respectful worker will enter your premises if you start bothering him with these checks. So this is most challenging as well as very innovating and satisfying, that you have to make the employees feel so secure without having, feel them that they are surrounded by a lot of people and everybody is watching them. The knowledge workers of these days won't be productive if we make them feel watched 24/7. So, and for that, the only way is that we protect our perimeters. The first layer should be so strong that once our employees are in, thereafter they feel so safe, maybe is as safe as their home, that they only focus on work and they're not bothered about what is happening around them in terms of security. That's a challenge which a security professional faces every day and has to evolve to make it more welcoming for the workers to come and work.
Okay. My last question for the part one. You yourself are a senior security professional now working with one of the best known brands and also providing asset protection to one of the global brands. I'm sure you're interacting with a lot of senior corporate functionaries, and there are a lot of policy level discussions also. How do you, I don't want you to get into any specifics, but broadly, how would you say the security team contributes to the company's success beyond the traditional security measures in terms of policy or perception or mindset? How does the security team becomes a part of the overall business landscape?
Vipul, security was always important, but in last few years, the importance of security has grown manifold. I mean, nothing, the credit doesn't go to any one particular person or event, but the multiple events which have happened around us, it may be COVID, it may be the wars around us. I mean, it's very unpleasant things to have around, but that's the realities which we cannot close our eyes to, right? So, and the geopolitical situation and COVID combination, in a way, gave an opportunity to security to go beyond the traditional roles we have been playing so far. For example, in COVID, when everybody started working from home gradually, and then it became a mass movement. When companies had not planned that how do we transfer the assets to people so that they can work. For example, laptops. Your employee is not functional unless you give him a laptop connection. So delivering these assets in a closed environment when everywhere there is a lockdown, shutdown, you can't move, security rose up to the occasion and did a wonderful job in terms of ensuring that these assets landed to the right team members. And this was never a security's role. Logistic and transportation was never a security, but it went beyond its traditional role. And this is the way business could survive and later on thrive as well. So that's how these were accidental and create opportunity created out of a calamity. But otherwise also security bosses and security teams are going beyond the traditional roles in being very, very forward thinking, forward looking, very proactive, very, very collaborative to break that old image of bodyguards around or gatekeepers. And we have very smart senior professionals who are breaking the old ceilings in terms of what security can do. And I think we all have to just follow them and help them keep breaking those ceilings.
Thank you, Prabhunath. I still have more questions, but I'll come back to you for part 2 for that. And thank you for your time and the relevant information. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Vipul. Thanks. Thank you, sir.